haven't been feeling well this week, but I still wanted to create a card for Fun Fold Friday because Fun Fold cards bring me so much joy. And so I'm going to try to create one today, a very quick and simple one. I've gone ahead and colored in some of the stamped images, and this is from the new stamp set from Crafty Stamp Co. It's called Crafty Mice, and I showed this in an unboxing video, I guess maybe last week. I have to look back on my channel to see. It's only been a couple of weeks ago, if that. So for this card, I'm taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I'm going to cut it down to 4 by 8. So we're going to do 4 this way, and then I'm just going to turn it and cut it 8 inches wide. So while I'm doing that, I just want to say welcome to Fun Fold Friday, and welcome to my channel, Making Crafts. And Fun Fold Friday is just a thing that I do each week, creating a card, and so far it's just been cards, but I am thinking of doing some other types of fun folds, but it's just where I like to do a fun fold and craft with you each Friday. So our paper now measures 4 by 8, so we're just going to score it. Just having to pull out some of my things here. So I'm going to score it at 4 inches because that's where we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to take, and there's the score line. It's hard to see on camera, I know, because of the color. But this is the color that goes along with the papers that I want to use. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fold line along with the corner here, and I'm going to put the corner up here. So what I've done is I put a black line on my scoreboard a long time ago, and that really helps me to just line things up to do a slanted score when I need to. So what I want to do is I want to put the corner of this paper on the little black line here, and then I'm going to put the corner of our fold line we just made, our first score line that we made, and so I'm just going to score from that corner down to the corner of our fold line, and there we have our scores. So then I'm just going to first fold this card in half. And then what I want to do before I do anything else, this is going to be the back side of my card. And this new stamp set came with the stamp. It says handmade with love by, and then you'll sign your name just for you. So I want to go ahead and stamp my card, the back of my card with that before I add any more dimension to it or anything else, because it needs to be pretty smooth to do this. And then I put it on a small stamping block, and I have been practicing with the pressure that I'm going to need to use and everything, because normally I like to use my stamping platform, but since I'm going to put it on the back of the card, I'm just going to stamp it by hand, and hopefully I didn't mess it up. There we go. That looks really good. So let me show you that, and then I'll just sign my name there. Okay, so let's go back to the front of the card. So we just want to fold onto our score line there. We're just going to fold into the center of our card. And so there we go. So let's go ahead and choose papers to cover up our card. And I'm just going to be using this paper pack as well and this is a pre-order kit. So you can pre-order this kit from Crafty Stamp Co. from now through February 15th. And so it is a pre-order only. It will not be available in the shop after the pre-order. So you do the pre-order, and then you'll receive the kit. It comes with, well, you can look at my unboxing, but it comes with, 2 stamp sets, a paper pack, and a stencil, and some little dots. We'll probably use those later as well. So I'm just trying to decide now what other piece of paper I want to use. I'm thinking maybe this one. I'm trying to decide what I want to use. Let's see here. Just deciding. I knew I want to use this button one for part of it, but I'm not sure what I want to use for the rest. Let's try this one. The glitter here. And I don't necessarily need, I don't have to use another one. I could just use the glitter, or we could use the, let's just see what he looks like on that. Probably shouldn't have tore that out. I should have, kind of like this one. I'm not really sure now. That's the hard thing, is deciding which paper to use. I think I'll use this one instead. Okay, decision's finally made. We'll just stick this one back in here. And the great thing about these kits, they come with a little sleeve here. And I will link below to the kits. I thought I'd lost my other little pieces that I had done, but I will link below to that. And I can link below to the unboxing as well, so you can see what all comes with this kit, so that you will know before you pre-order. So now our first piece that we're going to cut is going to measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. Then our next piece is going to measure 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So we have that. And we need a piece for this triangle here. So this triangle is 4 by 4. So we may have to get out another piece of paper. Just going to get out another one of the button papers. We'll have to save these other pieces for another card. Okay, so 3 3/4. Let me see here how I want this. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then we're just going to cut down the center of that triangle. There we go. So now let's just glue that all together. Just going to add this 3 3/4 piece right here to the center of our card. This is going to be a quick one today. And then we're going to add the triangle that we created. It's going to sit like that, so I want to add it just like this. Add it to our triangle. Just centering it up there. I'm just eyeballing that center. And then I want to take this one, and it measured 3 1/2. So then I'm thinking I want a solid piece on the inside there. So I think I'll cut this one to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Set those pieces aside. I think that will be cuter like that. Just not really seeing much of that background though, are you? If you do that, just have to lay it out. I had a vision for this card, but I hadn't totally decided how I wanted everything to be. So then I have all these little pieces I thought we could add around. Actually, I'm not crazy about that. Let's do it the other way. Let's cut this to 3 1/4. I know we're wasting our paper a little bit, but sometimes that's just how it is when you change your mind in the middle of a project. So let's do that. And then we're going to cut this. I'm going to save all these pieces. I will use them for something else, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to do 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. I'm not even going to edit this out because today's video, I didn't make a sample, and I just want to get this card created because, like I said, these fun folds bring me a lot of joy. I find it a lot of fun to create these. And I'd like it. This is not the card I had intended for this week, but after I haven't felt so well this week, I just haven't had time to work on the one that I had imagined for today. So I thought, let's just do a simple little fun fold, because I always feel like once I've created something that I've accomplished something. So at least I will have accomplished something today. So then I'm just going to do that. So I added the 3 1/4 to the 3 1/2. And then I'm just going to add him on there. And I'm thinking I want to add some of these around him. These are some of the tools that come in the stamp set as well. The second stamp set that comes with this one. Just kind of looking there. I think that's kind of cute. So let's go ahead and glue all this together. Could pop this up as well, but I have found lately that I am mailing these more, giving these cards out that I'm creating for Fun Fold Friday, and any of the cards I've been creating lately, because I had gotten a habit of creating cards and just holding on to them. And so since I'm mailing them out, I'm finding that it's easier to know how much postage if it's just a flat card. The cards that aren't flat, I'm always not sure how much postage to put on them. So I'm not going to pop these up just in case I find somebody to send this to, because I did mail out the card that I created last week. So if you missed last week's Fun Fold Friday, be sure to check that out. That was the one with a little gift on the card. So I've mailed that out. Actually mailed that out this morning. So I'm excited for my friend to get that one. So now we just need one more thing stamped. And maybe we'll use one of these pink pieces left over. And let's see what size I want it. So I have the stamp that says, "You Inspire Me," and I want to use that one. So right here. Let's see, take this one off. Just stick it back on my paper here, or on my plastic. I think last week I caught it, or week before last, I caught it paper in the video. I didn't catch it till I watched it back, so I wonder how many of you caught me calling that piece of plastic paper. Okay, and so just going to stamp the "You Inspire Me" onto this piece. Okay. Did I get it crooked? I think my stamp's on there crooked. I think that's what I did. I'll try it one more time and see if I get that better. I am the world's worst with wording. I don't know. I drive myself crazy with it. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. It's not as crooked. That was just a little crooked, but I wasn't crazy about it. So now we're just going to trim this off. Let me see here. I'm just going to eyeball. Okay. And then I'm going to trim. Try to make it about even there. Make that in the center. Okay. So I just want to round the little corners on this. I'm just going to put it in my little paper rounder. Okay. All right. So now we're just going to attach this, and we just want to attach it on the bottom part here. So we're just going to add glue to the bottom corner there. So right here at the bottom. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate where it goes and not add glue too far up or over. So that goes in the bottom corner there. And then we're just going to center that up on the card. Remember, we're not having any glue past this. You don't want any glue past this little button print. If you're following along, I'm just going to press that down. And then all we have to do is add our little "You Inspire Me," and we have a little easel card. So we just want to decide where I want that. And I think I will need to pop that up unless I put that, I think I want that on some sort of paper, but I'm not sure which one. Let's try it on this one. So take a little piece of scrap here. What was on the back side of that one? I think we'll use this one. Okay. So we're just going to trim that up. Trim that off. So let's see, what size is this? That's about 5/8 of an inch. So we're going to cut this. I've got a half, 5/8. We're going to cut about 7/8 and see what that looks like. And I got it crooked. So let's try. Trim it off one more time. There we go. Then we want to cut it down. So this measures about 1 7/8, so we'll cut it down to 1 inch. We're going to cut it down to 2 inches, excuse me. There I go with my math too quickly. Then we'll just do it like that. And then we'll round the corners on it as well, using the same size. Let's see if we like that. I do like that together. Still may need to pop it up. I don't know. It may be thick enough this way. We will see. Put down the center there. And then we'll just pop that up like that. So I'm going to pop it up. I think it needs it. So put a few little dots on the back. There and there. And here I said I didn't want to add dots because I'm milling it, but I think this one just needs the dots to hold it up. So I think just adding it right here to the corner is going to be best. I'm trying to make sure I like how it looks once it's sitting. I might want to turn this at just an angle. There we go. So there's a little pop-up that says, "You inspire me." And there's our little easel card. Now you could put this anywhere you wanted. It could go up here. It really could go anywhere. And so then the card closes like this, but then when the person gets it, they can set it up, and it can just set up on their desk just to let them know that they inspire you. And let's take some of these little dots that come with the kit. And this is little dots I was talking about, the crafty dots from Crafty Stamp Co. And we could have used these dots to help set it up as well. Let's see where we could add a few dots. I'm thinking I want one down here. I'm trying to figure out which size I want. So maybe just add this one here. And then maybe we add a few at the top here. We could just add them all down here on the little, on the "You Inspire Me" note. So there, I think that's pretty cute there. Might could have used some up there as well. So here is the completed card. I love these little crafty mice, and I hope that you have enjoyed seeing me create this card, and I hope that you have a crafty weekend. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.